Hello, American fellow citizens. Today's video is going to be on the 1994 Uzbekistan 100 some banknote P-79. And there was not too much history I can find on these, other than they're rarely giving them away. And this is a banknote. They're pretty much 95 cents for this kind of banknote. The Uzbekistan 100 some banknote is part of the 1994 issues of the Central Bank of Uzbekistan Republic, which were locally printed by a government printing plant in Tashkent using printing equipment by Harrison and Sons. Don't ever hear anything barely about this country, not even on the news, nothing. The banknote bears purple and light blue color combinations, is obverse depicts peacocks of Centennial Torque and the national emblem. I don't even know which side that is. The reverse note features the Palace of Friendship of Peoples building located in Tashkent, however you pronounce the doggone county of the world, of the country. The 144 by 68 mm paper bill carries a solid security thread and with a dematerialized Uzbek text. It also has a watermark that reflects the coat of arms of Uzbekistan. This banknote comes in uncirculated condition. Just take a look. And no bonus coin today. But I will be getting into a topic. Your Dream Job is a Myth by Allison Green. Because I write a work advice column, I heard from a lot of people who think they found their dream job, often based on little more than an ad. They write to me wanting to know how to get hired at this dream job, or seeking guidance on how to get over not being hired, or excited that they have been hired. And I'm often left thinking, don't be too sure. Some of this might be the sarcasm that naturally develops when your inbox is full of strangers. Work horror stories, but most of it is reality that you just can't tell from the outside whether something is a dream job, or whether it'll end up being a nightmare job or just an okay job. Boy, man, I gotta clear my throat. The things that make people think dream jobs, such as type of work or the prejudice of the company, can quickly be trumped by the horrible boss, toxic culture, crushing workload, or any of the other factors that will turn a job you were excited about into the one that you dread coming to every day. Jobs don't always look the way they from the outside. Look the same way from the outside. They do once you're working there. For example, here's one person who wrote to me after quickly realizing that I was teaching preschool, and I had heard that the in-company daycare of a large local biotech company was a fantastic place. I dreamed of working there for years, and then it so happened that there was an opening for a teacher of my preferred age group. I applied and I got the job. That place was a nightmare. So many of the parents were under super high pressure in their own jobs that they would often failingly refuse to come pick up a sick child so they couldn't miss any time. We weren't allowed to deprive the children for any sensory experiences, which led to one kind of with Pika eating a entire buffet of sidewalk chalk that was a fun dozen diapers that I had to change. It all came to a head for me when our class had a incorrigible bidder and I was told directly by my supervisor to lie to parents if they asked. This kid literally permanently scared another child. He bit his face so hard and I was supposed to deny that we had a bidder in the class. We had a biter in the class if parents asked. They all knew. Word got around. So one day after my supervisor again insisted that I tell parents the biting problem was handled, I left a note, walked out, and dropped my badge in the parking garage. I don't put that dream job on my resume. It's not just that buying into the myth of the dream job sets people up for disappointment. Although it does, some job searchers are so convinced they found their dream job that they ignore danger signs that should give them pause. My current job is considered an absolute dream job in my industry. Plus, it's directly related to my super niche degree. The company prides itself on its cool, progressive image. In my initial interview, the office was a disgusting mess, and everyone in the company was in on their initial interview, which definitely turned out to be sympathetic of those chaos here. Also, I was in my interview that everything in this office seemed to be done by consensus, even when the other people in the office have no expertise or skill related to the task at hand, but I ignore it because I really thought it was my dream job. I figure it could be as bad as it seemed in the interview. It is recently this played out with me, having to do over 60 drafts of the pamphlets because they couldn't decide what looked the coolest. The myth of the dream job can also make people stay in bad situations far longer than they should. It's supposed to be their dream after all, and it's hard to reconcile after that walking away. I was hired over 2 years ago by a visual arts organization. It's been a really amazing opportunity, but a huge amount of work. This job has been affecting me negatively, emotionally for a while. I'm starting to get burnt out. I'm dread going in the morning. I love the work of the theory, but it's just too much for one person to keep up long term, and I know I'm not doing as good of a job as I could be. I'm really underpaid. Have never gotten a raise, and I am working a second job to make ends meet. My second job is looking for staff, and would be able to hire me full time. I would be making more money and would actually be able to start saving. Resigning from the organization would mean sacrificing a paying job in the arts, future opportunities that it could give me, and a lot of autonomy and control over my work. But in a lot of ways, I feel like I would be getting my life back. I would be able to take a vacation, save for grad school, and actually start making art again. It's really difficult decision. Do I leave a dream job because it's consuming my life? Well, dream jobs do exist. You just can't spot it until you've been in it for a while and have had a chance to get to know your coworkers, the manager, the work expectations, and the culture. I'm currently in my day job. When I interviewed, it seemed like a good place with interesting work, and the manager from whom I've been working seemed reasonable. I'd been here for about 6 to 12 months when I realized I was in my dream job. I fit here. I'm appreciated here. The team I'm in is full of wonderful people, and I'm very happy when I'm in the office. Most of the time, no way. I could have known that before I started. Rather than thinking in terms of dream jobs, job seekers would do far better to look for interesting possibilities and openings. I'd like to learn more about these more grounded frameworks which preserve a healthy skepticism and leave the idealizing out of it will keep your head out of the clouds. Okay, that's all I got. By Allison Green. The Managing by Allison Green. Okay. If you want to, leave me your thoughts on the comments of that. And in the meantime, y'all can watch my cousin get agitated as the Lakers lose to the Clippers, I believe. Thanks for watching. Lakeview John will be out. John 26 will be out.
Do the Clippers foul here? Not yet. James, Caldwell Pope, back out to James. Beverly all over him. 6 seconds remaining. Last 2 minutes. The officials can do it on their own, regardless of a coach's challenge. Now that's going to be off. Well, you look at the slow motion. Interesting. He deflects it down low. Does it go off of LeBron James' right hand as he elevates to try to shoot? I don't think they overturned it because it was Beverly's action that caught it. Beverly nods on the Christmas kiss. To me, this is the best one. Alright, let's bring in Steve Jackson in the studio, long-time elite NBA official. Steve, on that, because Beverly caused it to go off his hand, even if it goes off James's fingertips, isn't it still Clipper ball or no?
No, Mike, as a matter of fact, it's not who causes it to go out of bounds, it's who touches it last before it goes out of bounds. So in this case, it looks like, in my opinion, that it goes off LeBron last.
Going off the fingertips after Beverly reached in like that.
Exactly. So it's not a matter of who causing it, it's who touches it prior to going out of bounds.
Off that one, that's clearly off of LeBron James' fingertips. James Clipper ball, Patrick Beverly. What a spectacular defensive play at a big moment. Beverly hearing the news that the call was overturned. LeBron James not happy there, and with 3.6 remaining, the Lakers obviously, their best hope is to get a 5-second count. Lakers still do have a couple of timeouts remaining. Clippers have 1 timeout left. Both teams in the penalty.
And Doc Rivers is calling this timeout so he can advance the ball up the floor, even though it is his last timeout.
Lakers right now deny active Doc Rivers says he tells Patrick Beverly, play with emotion, don't become emotional. Tell him to not become emotional. That's who he is as a player. Sometimes he does go over the line, but his tenacity and grit is as high as anybody in the NBA.
Doc Rivers deserves some credit too as a coach. You have to know how to coach a guy like Patrick Beverly. Enough leeway to show emotion. I played for some coaches that would try to bottle that. That's the reason why he's in this league and making a lot of money, because of this type of energy and effort.
Yeah, that's the big play of the game. James would have a chance for a three-pointer that could have tied it. And Steve Ballmer is fired up. They are 24-3 start.